Chrisean Rock's journey from a difficult upbringing to the dizzying heights of fame initially appeared to be a hopeful break from her past. But after a string of scandals, mental health issues, and a recent arrest, the admiration she once enjoyed has diminished, leaving fans disillusioned. In this video, I'll take you through the rise and fall of Chrisean Rock on Blue Girls Club, a story as captivating as it is tragic. The story starts in 2020 when Chrisean first came to the attention of Blueface's exclusive reality dating show. Blueface's reality dating show, which debuted amid international. During lockdowns, Blueface thought of the show as a new idea, inviting a group of women to compete for a month at his mansion, with the ultimate prize being his affection. From the first moment Chrisean arrived, her fearless attitude set her apart. This wasn't a game to her. She was determined to win Blueface's heart and would stop at nothing to do so. As the weeks went by, Chrisean's fierce energy caught Blueface's attention, and soon viewers were cheering for her to win the title. However, the drama on the show increased when Blueface's baby mama, Jaden Alexis, joined the cast, and Chrisean ending in an infamous altercation in which Chrisean lost her front tooth, a moment that went viral on social media and catapulted her to a new level of fame. How did this infamous moment transpire? Alexis was resentful of Chrisean's increasing intimacy with Blueface. During a heated argument, Chrisean Cho, wearing only socks, slipped on the floor and collided with a small statue, losing her upper tooth. Rather than burying her shame, Chrisean laughed about the incident and took on the nickname Big. Before delving deeper into their turbulent drama, it's important to understand Chrisean's troubled upbringing. Born in Baltimore, Maryland, she was one of 7 children raised by a drug-addicted mother and a violent father who was frequently incarcerated but never missed an opportunity to abuse his family. Baby Blueface even offered to pay for a permanent replacement, but Chrisean chose to put off owning her distinctive look for the time being. Her appearance and rising public profile solidified their turbulent relationship, which is widely considered to be among the most toxic in recent memory. While attending Santa Monica College, Chrisean's life took an unexpected turn when she won a $10,000 prize in the Fox TV show Ultimate Tag. This victory hinted at a promising future, but in 2021, after appearing on Blue Girls Club, Blueface signed her to his label, and she quickly dropped her debut single, Lonely. Chrisean's childhood struggles were shaped by physical abuse and homelessness beginning at age 9, but she found solace in sports, especially track and field, eventually becoming a Division I athlete. The first public indication of trouble began in February 2022, when Blueface posted on social media that Chrisean had broken into his house, cut herself, and written "I love Blue" in her own blood on the wall. This shocking act of desperation occurred during one of their many breakups. Blueface also accused her of stealing his Mercedes G-Wagon and using it to sell crack cocaine, dubbed the song Vibe, which featured Blueface and garnered over 5 million Spotify plays in 2022, marking her rise as an up-and-coming artist. Despite these crises, the couple reunited by May 2022, only to be thrown back into conflict. Memorial Day that year saw a violent altercation involving Blueface's mother, Carrara Seaful, and sister, Kay Miller, who clashed with Chrisean in public. The fallout was severe, as Carissa posted images of her bruised face online, condemning both Blueface and Chrisean for their behavior and declaring she would never forgive them. The drama didn't end there. In August 2022, while partying in Arizona, Chrisean allegedly punched Blueface, leading to her arrest after police intervention. This incident sparked widespread media frenzy. Just a month prior, a separate violent episode unfolded on camera during a family gathering where Chrisean's father threw a punch. Chrisean was hospitalized after claiming that Blueface had assaulted her and their mother during the fight. Chrisean later justified her actions by accusing Blueface's family of disrespect and aggression. Chrisean Rock's story is a complex web of pain, ambition, love, and violence that vividly illustrates how past trauma, toxic relationships, and public scrutiny can collide with devastating consequences. Although Blueface stood firmly by Chrisean after she publicly embarrassed his mother and sister, she also voiced her loyalty in a string of now-deleted tweets defending her boyfriend. In one post, Chrisean revealed that her father had long been meant to be with him. The rapper's retaliation after Chrisean's first punch resulted in Chrisean's father being hurt. She described how her father had abused her mother horribly and shared a disturbing childhood memory of how the same man had once tied her mother up in the woods to beat her because she screamed too loudly. This man had gone to great lengths to hurt his own family. Fast forward to September 2022, when Chrisean Rock and Blueface were once again in the news for all the wrong reasons. A late-night altercation on the streets of Los Angeles swiftly turned into a physical altercation, with Chrisean lips being cut by Blueface's punch. A picture of the altercation quickly went viral on Twitter. Widespread condemnation, but in a shocking turn of events a few days later, Chrisean publicly retracted her claims of domestic abuse during an Instagram live stream. She confessed that she had a mental breakdown, had drunk too much, and had even attempted to jump out of a moving car on the highway, saying, "I had a bad trip yesterday trying to jump out of a car on the highway," admitting that Blue was attempting to stop her from jumping and that she simply blacked out. That was only one episode in a year full of drama, and 2023 only made things worse. On the No for podcast, Chrisean revealed she was expecting Blueface's child, sparking even more controversy. She freely acknowledged having multiple abortions. During their relationship, "I killed like 3 of them," she admitted, before saying, "I'm keeping the baby this time." When asked if she was married to Blueface, she frankly acknowledged, "I'm not married." This highlighted the complex nature of their relationship. Lots of women smoke marijuana until their last trimester. There is no effect. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm only using it. Blueface entered the social media debate to defend the practice. After a clip from the reality show Crazy in Love showed Chrisean smoking marijuana while visibly pregnant, the public outcry was intense, with some even contacting Child Protective Services. Although his comments divided viewers, Chrisean seemed unfazed. The drama reached a peak when Blueface demanded a DNA test to confirm paternity, a move that sparked mockery. The story took a dramatic turn just months later in December 2023, when Blueface shocked followers by revealing that the DNA test proved he was not the father of Chrisean Jr. on Platform X. He shared a series of posts explaining how he had secretly taken the test and expressed bittersweet relief at the truth, despite having called the child his son and intervened in situations involving the baby's welfare. Such as one incident at Blueface now felt closure after Chrisean legal issues worsened in August 2023, when she got into a physical altercation with an online user named Vicky after Vicky liked a TikTok post about Chrisean. Despite Vicky's apologies, Chrisean attacked her, leaving visible injuries. This led to a lawsuit and Chrisean arrest, and the internet was ablaze with conflicting views. Blueface briefly reacted to the drama with a now-deleted tweet, and in November 2023, Chrisean was intoxicated, and smelling of Chrisean allegedly struck James Davis, one of Tamar's backup singers, in the face, resulting in a bloody injury and a chipped tooth that needed medical attention. Instead of apologizing, Chrisean took to Instagram Live to dispute what she called a false narrative, insisting that the story was being twisted against her. "I've been through this before, and I know how it goes a certain way with a false narrative," she said fiercely, defending herself against the accusations. She said it wasn't about anything serious, dismissing it as clout chasing and saying, "Honestly, I need to start defending my name." However, the truth soon came to light when videos surfaced showing Chrisean Rock taking the stage as Tamar Braxton performed Love and War, and another clip showed Chrisean twerking while posing. Accusations swirling around her through the highs and lows of the public saga of Chrisean Rock and Blueface reveal a tangled web of loyalty, violence, vulnerability, and unrelenting drama that continues to captivate and divide their audience. When Chrisean was officially listed as a fugitive in Oklahoma's detention system on April 27, 2024, everything changed suddenly. The backstory dates back to 2023, when a warrant was issued accusing her of stealing Blueface's car and using it to transport and distribute crack cocaine. Her mugshot and charges were widely circulated online and in the news. For photos with Tamar and Toni Braxton, the sharp zoom in on Tamar's face, clearly revealing her disgust, only made Chrisean denials sound hollow. Chrisean showed up with their child at Blueface's court hearing in San Fernando Valley, California, in June 2024, where authorities were waiting to arrest her on the outstanding felony warrant from Oklahoma that led to her arrest. Despite being aware of the warrant, Chrisean chose not to surrender, primarily out of concern for her young son, whom she shares with Blueface, and fear that if both of them ended up behind bars, her child's future would be seriously jeopardized. Her fears seemed justified, marked the start of her extradition process to Oklahoma, where she was expected to face serious charges and potentially an 8-year sentence. Chrisean legal issues took a major turn earlier that year in California, where she was involved in an incident that resulted in an assault charge that hung over her while she awaited sentencing. The charge was serious enough to result in a conviction for misdemeanor assault involving a deadly weapon, though it is noteworthy that no firearm was used in the case, and the type of weapon was not specified. However, the seriousness of the charge still carried legal ramifications, and on June 18, 2024, the court sentenced her to 30 days in prison. This marked the start of a convoluted legal process that would eventually lead to her extradition, as serving this sentence in California was a necessary step before she could be transferred to face the more serious charges that awaited her in Oklahoma. The state's legal system required her to settle this case first, so her time in California was both a punishment and a procedural requirement while in custody. When she finished her sentence in California, the extradition process began. On a Wednesday, and shortly after that, the Craig County Sheriff's Office in Oklahoma formally confirmed her arrival. This transfer involved moving her from a California detention facility to one in Oklahoma, where she was to face the charges connected to the case. Chrisean's personal struggles and her public profile as rapper Blueface's partner garnered her a lot of media attention, with fans and followers closely following updates on her status. Chrisean's arrival in Oklahoma marked a new chapter in her legal saga, one that many anticipated would be drawn out and full of uncertainty. However, in a shocking development on September 6, 2024, news broke that she had been released from the Oklahoma jail. Even more unexpectedly, all charges against her in Oklahoma were dropped. This sudden dismissal of her case came as a relief to her supporters and family. Chrisean was accused of car theft and drug distribution, and the confirmation of her transfer was widely reported, highlighting the seriousness of the allegations she faced in Oklahoma. Following her release from a tense period of legal jeopardy, Chrisean took to Instagram to express her feelings and gratitude. Her post expressed a deep sense of relief and thankfulness for being free, emphasizing how meaningful it was for her to be reunited with her young son. She also expressed how much this moment meant to her, especially considering the high stakes she had faced in the months prior. She said that being able to spend time with her child after such a turbulent time was a true blessing. Chrisean recent release marks a pivotal moment filled with new possibilities, renewed hope, and a commitment to a better future. Her story highlights the complexities many face when entangled in the justice system, especially under public scrutiny. She spoke candidly about the emotional toll the legal battles had taken and the hope she now held for a fresh start. This release and dismissal of charges gave her the opportunity to focus on rebuilding her life and dedicating herself to motherhood without the looming threat of incarceration. Centered around her family, to be with you today, set free just days before your birthday, is a blessing, she wrote, expressing the depth of her relief and joy as she reflected on the tense evening of August 7th when she faced the possibility of losing 8 years of her son's life if found guilty. She thanked Jesus for saving her and promised to embrace a fresh start, putting her son first and working toward a better life ahead. Only time will tell how her story plays out. But for now, despite the challenges, Chrisean has been given another chance to be the mother her child deserves.